Hello, my name is Rachel Oakley. I'm an employment lawyer at Osborne Clarke, based in our San Francisco offices in the US. I'm joined here today by Paul Matthews, a partner in our pensions team and head of our Future of Work team at Osborne Clarke. We're here today to talk to you about understanding an ageing workforce and thinking about the benefits that this can bring to your workforce, as well as some of the challenges you should be proactively thinking about. Thank you for joining me here today, Paul.
It's a pleasure.
So to kick things off and to set the scene, a couple of months ago in the UK, we published our report, Preparing for Tomorrow Today, Understanding an Ageing Workforce. And that report looked at how the workforce is changing, some of the challenges there and things that employers can be thinking about. And it was really well received. So from your perspective, Paul, why do you think this is such an important issue that employers should now be thinking about really proactively?
Yeah, I think it's useful to start answering that question by looking at some of the statistics. And in the UK, the workforce has migrated massively over the last few years to be a much more older workforce. So now we have a third of the working population over the age of 50. Now, if you take that and look at where the state pension age is at the moment, so in the mid-60s in the UK, a lot of people have left the workforce by that age. Some will do that voluntarily, that's their choice, but many are being driven out of the workforce because of the rigid job market and also employers not having very age-friendly policies. Now, if you couple that with the fact that it's a very tight labour market in the UK, what we're seeing is employers looking to try and fill the gaps that are left by the baby boomers retiring. They're not finding as many people at the lower age range to fill those, so they're looking at the over 50s to stay in the workforce longer to help fill that skills and experience gap. And actually, it's a great opportunity for employers to keep people in the workforce for longer and strengthen their relationships with that older cohort of workers.
Okay, statistics really do show that it's something that we should be preparing for. And so I think with that in mind, what then are some of the key challenges that employers should be prioritising?
Right, so I think first of all, yes, there are challenges, but this is a huge opportunity for employers to get this right. And I think the first thing to do is to understand what people's expectations are as they start working over the age of 50. Now, in our report, we surveyed 700 people in 7 different sectors in the UK, and we got a lot of really good data as to what people want and need at that sort of 50 plus level to stay in the workforce. The good news is that almost 100% of the people surveyed said that there was something that their employer could do to help them stay in the workforce for longer. So there's plenty to go for. It's just identifying what's the right point to focus on for your particular workforce in your sector. There are also some skills gaps that I think employers should focus on. For example, digital skills, communication, leadership, all of those things are being requested by the over 50s to stay in the workforce for longer. So I think that's what employers should focus on.
Okay, and we've obviously been talking about this from a UK perspective, and our report is UK focused, but an ageing workforce is not just something we're seeing in the UK, and our US audience responded really positively to this report. It was actually one of our most downloaded reports of 2023. So thinking about it more broadly and globally, employers who do have a global workforce, how should they be preparing for it? What's different, and how can Osborne Clarke be helping with that?
Okay, so yes, you're right, our report does focus on the UK only, but there are similar statistics in the EU and in the US. The US Bureau for Labour Statistics indicated that by 2024, i.e. now, that about 25% of the workforce will be over age 55. So it is an issue that's affecting all developed economies. So what should employers be focusing on? We would suggest they focus on being open-minded, looking at their benefit structure to see whether or not there are things that could be changed to make them more attractive for the over 55s. Look for support along the skills areas that I've highlighted in answer to your previous question, and really see this as a massive opportunity to create a truly multi-generational workforce that works for all of the generations in that workforce.
Thank you very much. And if our audience has any other questions, we would be more than happy to help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.